Good morning, folks. Ron Ray here with Turning 65 Solutions. This morning video is going to address a concern, a question that we're getting a lot lately, and that question is, why did my Medicare go up so much from 2021 to 2022? Now, if you weren't aware, Medicare is going up next year. It's the Medicare Part B premium is going up from what it is currently $148.50. Next year in 2022, in January, it's going to go up to $170.10 a month for people who pay the standard Medicare Part B premium. That's a big increase, especially considering the fact that in the spring, CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, puts out their estimate, their annual report that estimates what they need to raise Medicare premiums to, and at that time they believe they needed to raise them to about $158 or about $10 over what they currently are. That's even a big increase, but they went above that and it went up $22. So from $148 to $170, that's a big increase. That's a lot of money for a lot of folks. And we're getting all the questions, why did it go up so much? Well, there's a few factors that we feel went into that increase. Number one is the cost of healthcare is just rising at such an incredible pace that Medicare has to keep up with that. They're already going broke as it is. They pay out more than they bring in taxes, and they have to keep up with the rate of inflation as it affects healthcare costs. Now, if you think about the rate of inflation that we have now is much higher than the typical rate of inflation. So as a financial advisor, we usually estimate inflation at about 3% per year. That's historically what it is, 2 to 3%. And over long periods of time, that's what it averages out to. Right now, currently, at the end of 2021, our inflation rate's much higher than that. But historically also, the rate of inflation on healthcare is about 2 times that. So if the historical rate of inflation is about 3%, we'll count about 6% per year for healthcare. So that's really a rapid pace. That means healthcare costs are going up much faster. Not only is just costs in general going up because of monetary policy and fiscal policy in our country, but healthcare is getting better and more advanced and therefore more expensive. It takes a lot of money to research and develop new techniques and new treatments and therapies and drugs. So, and naturally, somebody has to pay for that, and that is the end user, the consumer. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, COVID-19, the pandemic, has hit seniors the worst. It's hit them the hardest. They are the population that has been affected the most by this COVID-19 virus. It's a very expensive drug to treat if you get really sick with it. But if you spend weeks or months in the hospital on a ventilator in intensive care, and then several weeks in a rehab facility after you get out of intensive care, that is very, very expensive. And, Medicare is obligated to pay the majority of that bill. So that has increased the cost to the program. And unfortunately, a lot of that cost has to get passed along to the taxpayers. Another thing to notice and to note when we're talking about COVID-19 and how it's affected Medicare is from 2020, when the pandemic started early in 2020, to 2021, the Medicare Part B premium only went up $3. That's a very small increase of what we always feel is a very reasonable increase. However, in the middle of a worldwide pandemic that is affecting seniors most of all, it's really wasn't enough to cover the bill. So they're kind of making up for some of that difference. And in fact, the law requires that they do that. So we had a very small increase in 2020 to 2021. Now we're going to have a little bit of makeup time from 2021 to 2022 and make up the difference there. Another thing that is affecting Medicare that you're not going to realize the benefits of this yet. You're just going to feel the effects of it. Is there's a brand new Alzheimer's drug that has just been approved by the FDA, and it's got a funny name. It's kind of hard to pronounce. It doesn't look hard, but it is hard. It's called Aduhelm, Aduhelm, Aduhelm. I can't pronounce it. Like most drugs, you can't pronounce them. It is supposed to be this super duper, really, really effective drug to treat Alzheimer's disease. It's approved by the FDA recently. It is not yet approved by Medicare. So Medicare is not going to pay for it yet. But Medicare is preparing to pay for it. Now they're kind of getting ahead of the curve, bringing more money into the program in anticipation of having to pay for this drug. This drug, because it's very new and it has a perceived value to people. It is very, very valuable, is very expensive. We expect that to cost about $56,000 per year per person that's using it. So if you go on this drug, the cost of that drug is going to be $56,000 a year. Now you're going to share in that cost, and Medicare is going to share in that cost. But that's what it is. So all of those things combined kind of led to that really, really large increase in Medicare. Hopefully that pace doesn't continue in future years. Hopefully they're getting ahead of the problem, and they won't have to. But you know, it's Congress, and they kind of just do what they want to. So we'll just keep an eye on this. If you have any questions about this or what your premium may be going up to, it can be different for different people. If your income's very low, you may pay less or nothing. If your income's very high, you can pay more, and there's several steps. So if you have any questions about this, give us a call. The number is 830-217-6711. Also look us up on the web at www.t65s.com. We've got a great detailed article on our website about this very topic, talking about why your Medicare went up so much and where that applies. I'll put a link to that article in the video description down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, if you found the information helpful, give us a thumbs up down below. That helps YouTube get this video out to other people who are looking for the same information that you were today. And subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when we upload a new helpful video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, folks. Until the next time, hope you have a great day. Bye.